Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup. Of course, as always, lots to share with you this week, including the settlement for the Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions lawsuit, where Huda Beauty lost. Customers are getting a payout. We'll talk about it. Next up, we're talking about how Johnson & Johnson is pulling their talc-based baby powder and how they are spinning it. Lord help me with these brands, I swear. And then we have some very interesting things happening in the product report, including Kathleen Lights Lacquer releasing a makeup product. So much going on. Hang tight. We are jumping into it right now. Let's go ahead and start with this Huda Beauty class action lawsuit situation, where Huda Beauty has recently finished the lawsuit. It is over. People who put in their claims to get something from this lawsuit will soon be getting their payouts, either through cash, through PayPal, through Venmo, however they set up their payment method within when they submitted for the lawsuit. And if you're not familiar, this is essentially what happened. Huda Beauty came out with these Neon Obsessions eyeshadow palettes, but they didn't label them eyeshadow palettes. A lot of brands do this, where they have something that is clearly an eyeshadow palette. They market it on their social media, show it being used on the eye. In Huda's case, also talk about them being eyeshadows, when in reality, there are pigments within the eyeshadow palette that are not FDA approved for eye use. And some people are sensitive to these pigments. They can cause itching and irritation and burning to people who are sensitive. According to court documents, more than 70,000 people whose claims were approved should expect to receive payments within the next several weeks. And this is the thing, is that Morphe actually also has a lawsuit like this going on right now. And this sets a precedent for a loss for the brand, because legally they were in the wrong. You should not be marketing something that is not eye safe according to the FDA as an eye product. And where Huda went wrong, that Morphe, I feel like, is a little bit more clear, not really, but they did better, I think, than Huda did, where Huda was talking about in many of the marketing things that they were eyeshadows. The brand also hid the disclaimer that there were some pigments that were not approved for eye use underneath a sticker on the palette, which I think was a big knock against them on this. Morphe is not that much better, because all they've done in the past is just put a little symbol with a line through it, like it's a little eyeball with a little line through it, which I feel like isn't enough to tell consumers that this is not FDA approved for eye use. But this is the kicker. The kicker is that these pigments are approved for eye use in the European Union, and the European Union is better than the FDA at their cosmetic regulation. It is something that is widely talked about. In my opinion, what needs to happen, instead of all of these brands, including the Norvina brand from ABH, ColourPop, I think BH Cosmetics had some, I'm pretty sure Makeup Revolution has some. There's pretty much, I would say, in my estimation, at least 60% of brands who make eyeshadows have pressed pigments in their eyeshadow palettes and then call them something called like a shadow palette or a pressed pigment palette or something like that. So many brands do this, and now they are all at risk for class action lawsuits because of this. So in my opinion, these brands all need to band together with a common goal of pushing the FDA to update their regulations, do testing, see if they really shouldn't be FDA approved for eye use, or if this is something that they're just behind on. Because in reality, there are so many cosmetic ingredients that people are sensitive to. For example, in eyeshadows, there's an ingredient called bismuth oxychloride. It is a scratchy pigment that irritates some people's eyes. That is FDA approved. Niacinamide in skincare can cause flushing and irritation in some people. Even AHA and BHA chemical exfoliators. The list goes on and on. People that have sensitive skin, people that have sensitive eyes are irritated by certain things in cosmetics. And I see these pigments as no different than that. And I personally don't think that they should be banned from cosmetics. I don't think they should not be FDA approved based on the vast majority of people who are not sensitive to these products. But as of now, there is no movement, to my knowledge, of that actually happening. So we are going to continue continue to see lawsuits like the one against Morphe, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing them against other brands coming soon, unless the FDA makes changes. And honestly, unless the brands make it a priority, I don't think the FDA will either. There has been a big deal made in the past 4-5 years about talc in cosmetics, and that talc can be mined near asbestos, and that means it can be contaminated with asbestos. Asbestos is a carcinogen, therefore it has the potential of causing cancer within the human body. Now, Johnson & Johnson has gotten in a lot of trouble with this. The first lawsuit that I saw that Johnson & Johnson lost based on their talc-based baby powder was back in 2018. It was in St. Louis. They were forced to pay $2.5 billion to 20 women. These women had used the baby powder for years on their nether regions and had developed ovarian cancer that they believed was caused by using this contaminated baby powder. Listen to this. So there have been about 40,000 lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson claiming that their baby powder caused cancer, overwhelmingly ovarian cancer. And what Johnson & Johnson did back in 2021 was they created a special company for these lawsuits. My impression is that they didn't want the lawsuits to affect Johnson & Johnson as a large corporation. So they created this smaller company to handle the lawsuits, and then they had that company declare bankruptcy. So that would limit the amount of money that plaintiffs in these 40,000 cases could get from the company. And this was seen as bad faith because people were saying that the amount of money that Johnson & Johnson has, it's not like it would completely bankrupt the company. It would just be really, really bad for them. But so people saw it as a way for them to get out of owing people the money they deserved for developing ovarian cancer from a product that they knew could have been contaminated. That's what the lawsuits allege. According to their bankruptcy filings for this company, they've so far paid out $3.5 billion in settlements just so far. If you remember, back in 2020, they actually discontinued this talc-based baby powder in the US and Canada. And the development this week is that they are now discontinuing their talc-based baby powder all over the world. It is going to be no more of a product. They're replacing the product with a cornstarch-based baby powder. This is what really gets me. This is what really makes my blood boil, because when we're talking large corporations, they have lawyers and they just know how to spin things. And it's just, I'm really big on honesty, and it just bothers me. Basically, they're saying that there was never anything wrong with their baby powder. They still insist that people did not get cancer from the baby powder, and this is their statement. This transition, meaning the transition to cornstarch-based baby powder, will help simplify our product offerings, deliver sustainable innovation, and meet the needs of our consumers, customers, and evolving global trends. Shut up. Just shut up. It's not like they just, bumped into somebody in the grocery store and didn't say, excuse me, okay? Their product caused cancer in people. It was found by the courts that they were guilty of this, and yet they're taking zero accountability for it. I mean, I guess, brands are not people. They have to do what they have to do to protect their company, but it bothers me so much, and I need to just let it go because it's the business world. It's the business world. Speaking of the business world, I don't know how you feel about MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, where the deal is essentially you sign up and anybody you get to sign up under you, like a pyramid, you make money off of those people. So here's you and these people, you make a percentage, and then when they recruit people, they make a percentage off of them and you make a percentage off them, and it just kind of keeps going. So the people at the top make the most money. There is a company called Tory Bell Cosmetics. I had never heard of it, but it is an MLM structure. And essentially what they do is they charge you $9 to have your own website on their page, and it reoccurs monthly. There is now a proposed class action lawsuit against this company because they were not sticking with their own rules. The rules were that if you sold less than $300 in a period of 6 months, Or if you didn't pay your $9 fee, then you would be removed from the affiliate program. But what they were doing was they were continuing to charge people that $9 fee, and they never sent out any kind of email or notification. There was no portal where you could like check and see where your fees were. Like there was no way for affiliates to see that they were being charged for these things unless they went specifically to their credit card statement, which, there's something to be said for checking your credit card statement, but still, this is kind of cruddy. So essentially what's happening is that the class action was started by a woman who said she was never active on the site, she'd never sold a product, she'd never received a payment, but was charged 26 monthly payments of $9. And it didn't say that the company refused to pay her back for that, but I would imagine that's what happened, because as you read through it more, it essentially says that affiliates try to contact the company and the company just does not respond. The lawsuit alleges that affiliates have gone as far as to have to cancel their credit cards in order to get Tory Bell to stop charging them that $9 fee. Oh, it does say here, requests for refunds were ignored. So they did try to get their money back, just say, hey, can I have my money back? And they just don't respond. In case you have ever sold for Tory Bell, or you know somebody who has, who feels like they've been taken advantage of in this situation, the lawsuit looks to represent all current and former independent contractors who live in the United States and who have between August 16th, 2016 and the date of final judgment in the case were charged monthly fees in violation of the company's affiliate agreement. So if that is you, the link is going to be in the articles section in the description box down below. It was only a matter of time before things started catching up with Revolution Beauty, in my opinion. This brand makes so much product. They have so many offshoot brands. They make so much product, and so many people complain about the overall quality of what the company produces. It was only a matter of time before it started hitting their bottom line, and it seems like it has. So they've recently been audited, and because of that, their share price has gone down significantly. Issues that they say the company has that have contributed to the decline are bad debt provisions, bad stock provisions, as well as a decrease in gross sales, specifically poor retail sales in the United States and their loss of sales in Russia and Ukraine. So my question at this point is, do you think Makeup Revolution is going to go the way of BH Cosmetics? I've noticed recently that it seems Makeup Revolution is slowing down on the number of launches they're putting out. I remember for years in What's Up in Makeup, it was like a weekly Makeup Revolution recap of what they were coming out with. Now it seems like they've slowed down to like one every 2 weeks, one a month. Like they've significantly slowed down their launches, which I think is really, really smart, especially if you're putting out low quality product. So at this point, we're just going to have to wait and see if they are going to be able to pick themselves back up. Because if you remember, e.l.f. was in this situation not that long ago, and they started producing higher quality product, more exciting products that people were, happy about and wanted to purchase, and they were able to recover. So we'll see if Makeup Revolution can do the same thing. This is the weird flex but okay story of the week. Gucci. Okay, Gucci. Gucci has decided to advertise on Roblox, which I think is really weird. If you don't know Roblox, you probably don't have a young child in your house. My son has been playing Roblox since he was about 6. And essentially what it is it's considered the metaverse, okay? But it's games that like younger kids play. And from what my son tells me, as far as his people in his schools, it's mostly young boys that are playing these games. And it's a lot of like, you work together with people that are playing online, or you're working against them to like build things faster or stop them from building things and stuff like that. It's a very basic kind of platform. So Miley Cyrus has now entered a place on Roblox called Gucci Town. Won't you take me to Gucci Town? Yeah, Gucci Town. And Miley Cyrus is going to lead quests, games, and facilitate interactive learning. There's also going to be virtual scavenger hunts for prizes. And if it's anything like other Roblox games, the prizes stay within the game. It's just to help you to advance to whatever goal you're trying to advance to. And it's to promote their new fragrance. For perspective, this is a $92 per ounce fragrance. Like, Who are they reaching with this? I guess maybe the mothers of the children who are playing are going to be like, oh, Gucci Town, like maybe we'll do that. Like, let's play that game. That's all I can think of because this just seems like a really weird choice. I would love to know because I asked on Twitter and pretty much everyone said that if they do play Roblox, they play it with their kids. Have you ever by choice played Roblox as an adult? Like, is that your game of choice? Because maybe I'm missing this huge Gucci market. I don't know. I just don't get it. I think it's weird. I think it's really weird. Before we move on to the product report, I have a question for you. Are you ready for Christmas? Because the Christmas stuff is going to start coming out over the next few weeks. And we're seeing that in the fewer number of products in the product report. And we're also seeing that in Lush because Lush is actually launching their Christmas Advent Calendar very, very soon. It's 185 pounds, which roughly translates to about $207 USD. So I'd imagine it'll be about $200 USD. It's going to be available online from August 25th before rolling out in retail stores on September 21st. Customers who subscribe to the brand's newsletter will be able to get early access to it. That's 24 hours before launch on their website. And what comes in it is 25 products, and they're so freaking cute. So you get 7 bath bombs, 6 bubble bars, 3 shower gels, 3 soaps, a perfume, a lip scrub, a body lotion, a hand balm, a shampoo bar, and a shower scrub. Again, in the article section down below, I'll link the article that lists what each product is. I think this is so cute. Like, I don't even take baths. I wouldn't even use most of these things, but it's like inside my soul, I kind of want this. I'm probably going to convince myself not to get it, but it's so freaking cute. Have you ever gotten the Lush Advent Calendar before, and did you think it was worth it? I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. If you've been around for the makeup holiday season before, you know that launches for the holiday season are coming very soon. So we see a little bit of lull in the end of August and early September for makeup launches before we get hit mid-September, October. By beginning of November, it's going to start being sales rather than new makeup launches. Another trend we're seeing right now is an expansion of brands to different retail locations in preparation for that holiday season. So the first one is REM Beauty is now going to be found in Morphe stores, which makes sense because Morphe was actually kind of the brainchild behind REM Beauty. In an interview that Ariana Grande did back when the REM Beauty launched, she said that she was approached by Forma Brands that owns Morphe and kind of was like, hey, what do you think about starting a makeup brand? Now, it's important to note, though, that REM Beauty is not listed on the Forma Brands website as a Forma brand. So I don't know what their deal is, but I do know that they were involved in the start of the brand. So it makes absolute sense to me that this brand, REM Beauty, would be sold in Morphe stores. The other brand that I'm not sure if this is new or not, but I figured I would mention it just in case, there is an absolutely adorable IG story over on Drew Barrymore's Instagram where she's shopping in CVS and talks about how she's always wanted as a dream to be able to find Flower Beauty in any drugstore, to just be able to walk in, pick up what you want, and walk out. And she shows how CVS does have an in-store display of Flower Beauty. I don't know if this is brand new, if it's in all CVS stores or just in select ones, but I thought I would let you know in case this is something that's new. The last big expansion is huge if you are a Kohl's fan, because Sephora inside Kohl's is expanding to every single Kohl's location. Both companies are talking about how the partnership is working out really, really well and how they want to expand the programs. They're essentially doubling the number of Kohl's stores that Sephora is going to be in. So if you are a Kohl's fan and you did not previously have a Sephora inside your Kohl's, it will probably come soon to your Kohl's store. It's sometime in 2023. Now let's get into actual products being released. So we'll start with indie brand Nomad Cosmetics. So we have a new palette inspired by the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. It is launching on Tuesday, August 23rd. Lights Lacquer, owned by Kathleen Lights, has now come out with a makeup product. She just launched lip glosses, and they're coordinating with some of her most popular nail shades like Das Expensive. However she says it. I don't know. I can't say it like she does. The lip lacquers are $17 each, or you can get them paired with their complimentary nail polish for $27. And honestly, I think if anybody's going to come out with a really good lip gloss formula, it's Kathleen Lights. She knows her lip gloss. So I'm actually really excited about this. I almost said she's going to nail this, but I thought that would be way too cheesy. Speaking of cheesy, oh my gosh, Urban Decay and She-Hulk. So if you know this universe, I don't get it. So She-Hulk Attorney at Law is now streaming on Disney Plus. Maybe I should watch it and give it a chance, but that just sounds absolutely ridiculous. Like, is it a comedy? Like, what is happening? I need to just watch it and see what it is for myself. I'm just confused. I'm confused by the concept. I'm confused by this eyeshadow palette. The full size palette, I'll show it on the screen right now, 13 shades. There's a mini palette. It has 6 warm red nudes in it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what is even happening, Urban Decay? But if you are interested in this, then you can sign up for text message notification, and that'll give you early access on Monday, August 22nd for these palettes. I don't know, man. I'm just confused. Another brand is coming out with a serum skin tint. We talked at the beginning of 2022, this was going to be the year of makeup and skincare hybrids, and that has proven to be true. Westman Atelier Vital Skincare Complexion Drops. They say they are a light to medium coverage, which is odd for a skin tint. 16 shades, 4 more launching in December, August 22nd on their website. Those are going to be $68. I did just do a review of the Tula skin tint in my video that I put up on Friday. I'll link that down below if you're curious. Of course, collabs are still a big thing in the makeup space. We have Makeup Revolution and Clueless coming soon. And I don't know about you, but I feel like Clueless has been done so many times at this point. Like, I'm not excited about Clueless. Like, I love that movie. It's a great movie. But it's like, I feel like so many brands have done a Clueless collection at this point. I don't know. I think that's a strange choice. But what I think is unique and different is ColourPop and High School Musical. I've never seen a High School Musical collab. I was not into High School Musical. I was a little bit old for it, but I know there are so many High School Musical fans, so I think this is really smart. It's a 15 pan East High pressed powder palette. See, pressed powder palette, because it probably has not safe for eye pigments in it. I'm just saying, probably. I didn't check it, but probably. 3 Just the Tint lip crayons, 3 pressed powder blushes, a Showbiz creme gel liner trio. If you want the PR box, it comes with all of it. Plus, you also get the box, the PR box, and the collector's edition press card. That's $99. You can save $5 if you don't get the press card and the box. And then, of course, like ColourPop does, they sell the individual products as well as like smaller bundles of the different products. Last time ColourPop came out with one of these mystery boxes, I got it, and I'm so thankful. I really loved it. They have a new one out. It's called Totally Confidential. It's $49 for $148 in products. You do get 15 full-size items, including pressed powder palettes. See what they did there. Eyeliners, and they say lip goodies. I'm probably going to pass on it this time just because I have so much coming into my life right now, but if you are interested in this, I really had fun unboxing mine last time. I'll link that video down below for you too. Moving over to Sephora and Ulta, again, just a couple of things exciting over there. The Fenty Ease Droplet. I don't know if it's easy or ease, but it's the Droplet. $34, 4 shades. They say it is a visible glow enhancer with skin-loving ingredients for natural-looking illumination. I am so curious Fenty's take on this type of formula. So many brands have something like this out now, but I want to see what Fenty does with it. Very curious about that. Absolutely love the packaging here. Rose Inc. has 2 launches that are coming on September 6th. We have the Ultra Black Lash Lifting and Lengthening Serum Mascara, $28. Listen to this description. A rich, glossy serum mascara hybrid that envelops lashes with squalane treated ultra black pigment for visibly lengthened, lifted, and fortified lashes. Does that sound smudgy to you? That sounds smudgy to me. I don't know about that one. And then also they do have a eyeshadow duo. It's the Satin and Shimmer Duet Powder and Cream Eyeshadow, $30. There's 4 colorways, and the compact is refillable. Over at Ulta, big launch from Tresluce by Becky G. This is the plumping lip gloss, $16, 6 shades. I looked at the ingredients in there and I didn't see any of the traditional lip plumpers that we see in lip plumpers, like the spicy stuff, the cold stuff, didn't see any of that. What's in there is a tripeptide, which is usually combined with other peptides, so it was a little bit weird to see that in a lip plumper and have that be the plumping thing. They say that it stimulates collagen production, which I hope is true, but I would imagine that it's not really going to be a plumper, that it's more like if your collagen isn't producing as much, that maybe it might help it to continue to produce. I don't know. That just seems like a weird choice. The other thing is it said it had hyaluronic acid in it, which can pull water into your skin to kind of make it look plump temporarily, but I didn't see that in the ingredient list. So maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. It's just a weird product. Next, the Destinos Snackable Palette, $16. Very ordinary, yet very cute. And then 2 brow products. The Hello Brows Dual-Ended Micro Brow Pencil, $18. 16 dual-ended shades, and they are different colors on either side. One of them is more fine-pointed. One of them is more angled. I think that's really smart. Different effects for, different parts of your brows. I love pencils like that. I think that's a great idea. They also have a Hello Brows Clear Brow Gel, $14. It does look like an ordinary brow gel, but I feel like, it makes sense for a brand that has a brow product to also have a brow gel to go with it. And then finally, Bobbi Brown has a new concealer. It is called the Skin Full Cover Concealer. It's $33, 23 shades, and I looked at it and I was like, I feel like I've seen this before, but I haven't. It is actually new. They do have an instant full coverage concealer and a skin concealer stick, but this one is called Skin Full Cover Concealer, so it is different. The description doesn't seem like there's anything like new or unique about this. Maybe the addition of skin means that it looks more like skin, like it's less cakey. I don't know. I mean, the petal applicator looks kind of cool, but I don't know. All right, my friend, let's talk PR purchase product of the week. This week we are talking purchase. Last week I bought the Nakia Joy new pigments. I got 3 of them. I bought Fairy Floss, I bought Marshmallow, and I bought Ice Cream. I am going to go ahead and swatch these for you. I do want to give you a quick heads up. If you purchase these, you want to make sure before you tap anything into the lid or try to tap any product out, make sure that you have this pressed down all the way. Just give it a quick little press, because I did not do that, and this one is now a little bit of a mess because of it. It all spilled out. Thankfully, 90% of what spilled into the cap, but I was a little like, oh, I didn't mean to do that with that. One thing I want to make sure you know about these is that they are topper shades. These are not full pigmentation eyeshadows. These are something that you either want to put on your lid as just a gloss over your eyes or put over an existing shadow to add a little bit of extra flair. They say you can also put these over your lips to add dimension there. You can add them to nail polish if you want to, which I think sounds really cool. I'm just putting these over my bare skin, but you definitely can see them more if you put them over a base. I'll put up her swatches so you can see what they look like swatched over things. I do have the Fairy Floss shade on my eyes today, and it came out really, really pretty. I did a look with the Sigma New Mod palette, which is this, and then I put the Fairy Floss over top. But I do want to show you these just swatched on your own so you can see how they are. There isn't a lot to them when they're by themselves. So this is Ice Cream, Marshmallow, and Fairy Floss. And I feel like they're not even showing up hardly at all on camera. That's really sad. But I do really love the way this eye look came out. I have to tell you and be completely honest, even though I love Nakia Joy, I love her products, I feel like the shift on these wasn't as intense as I hoped that they would be just on their own. So just know that ahead of time. There's so many ways to work with these to get a more intense shift. These are a very different multi-chrome formula than you would get from, let's say, a Cleona Cosmetics, which is kind of what I thought it was going to be like. So that's why I want to make sure you know that these are more of topper shades.
Notable sales this week we have from Smashbox up to 50% off of their best sellers for their Sunday smash out. It does end tonight. There's also a sale going on over at ColourPop, back to school sale up to 40% off there. Derma E has a progressive sale. All the details are on the screen for that now. Too Faced has their pink bag sale up to 75% off select items, and Avene has 30% off select products. That does end on August 23rd. And finally, my friend, our artist shout out of the week. And I feel so bad when I butcher people's names, when I don't say them correctly. And last week I got Carrie's name wrong. And this week we have a Mexican makeup artist. And I've never known anybody personally with this name. Her name, I believe, is Paoli. Hopefully I did okay. I tried to look it up and I heard many different pronunciations. But the point of this whole segment is to highlight her makeup skills because she is incredible. And she uses something that I have never personally seen before. Check this out. She uses these things called practice masks, and they're so cool. The site that she gets these from, I'm going to link down below for you. It is a Mexican site, so hopefully you can get them wherever you live. But I do want to highlight the look that she does on this practice mask. It is absolutely beautiful. The line work is impeccable. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't get over how beautiful this is. The second look is on herself. This is candy inspired. That iridescent on the lid, absolutely gorgeous. I love how she paired it with the pink and the blue, and I love the Barbie pink lips and all the shine. It just brings it to the next level. And then the third look is an orange and black look. And sometimes when I see orange and black, I really don't think it looks good together, but man, does she nail this look. Very, very well done. My favorite part is definitely the ombre lips. The bright rim on the inside, how it fades so perfectly into the black, is so gorgeous. And for the eye look, I love how she added that sparkle on the lower lash line, but then she let the line work and the adornments stand out on the upper lid instead of overdoing it on the upper lid. Just very, very well done. I would definitely encourage you to go check out her Instagram. It is linked down below. And that, my friend, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, thank you as always to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for your submissions this week and taking time out of your week to submit things over there to make sure I don't miss anything. I truly, truly appreciate you. The community appreciates you because we get to be more informed because you are involved. Our chat today is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you can join us. But if you can't because you've got other things going on, it is so easy to find on the replay. All you do is go to your subscription feed. If you're subscribed, it should be there. But if you're not subscribed, you can also find it by going to my channel page, clicking on my videos, and then clicking on the video titled Live Chat. It's a great thing to listen to while you're doing the dishes or running around, folding laundry, whatever. It's great to listen to like a podcast, and it should be a lot of fun over there. The community really does make it special. So thank you again so much for watching. If you would like to hang out a little more right now, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including last week's episode of What's Up in Makeup. But if you do have to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!